Yo, what's up? Welcome back to another episode of Shame and Game. I'm Skrilla, and today we're talking about a fun-fueled gaming month with a large number of releases dropping here in October 2023. Now, before I start anything off, I just want to give a big shout out to everyone who did watch my last video, the Callisto Protocol review 10 months later. Man, I did not expect the views that I got on that. I appreciate everything. It just motivated me to keep on going, But yeah, enough of that. I'm going to go ahead and jump back into the games of October, and let's go ahead and get started. So right now I'm talking about we're receiving about 2 or 3 games releases a week. This is big, especially since I'm still going through my first playthrough of Baldur's Gate 3. I may add it's a spectacular game. Probably one of my favorites this year. Practicing my fighting skills in Mortal Kombat 1, Resident Evil 4 Remake Separate Ways DLC, which I just recently finished, and Starfield, which at this point, I don't think I'm going to continue playing. I gave up. It's pretty boring to me. Let me know what you guys think about Starfield. Back to the releases. This is a month of games where there is something to like for everyone. From Detective Pikachu to UFC 5, I believe. We can all agree this is a busy time for gamers where if you're like me or still finishing up on games released this summer, since there are a ton of games releasing, I'm not going to make this an extra long video with all known games dropping. Instead, I'll give you my top 4 anticipated games. Yes, it's a weird number that I will likely be purchasing in the month of October if I haven't purchased them already. Another year, another Ass Creed. All jokes aside, I'm really looking forward to this year's Assassin's Showdown. The story takes us back to Basim, a secondary character that had a major part in Ivar's story in Valhalla and part of the Hidden Ones group, as he begins his career from street thief to a full-fledged body catcher for the Assassin's Brotherhood. The setting will take place in Baghdad and apparently is a fraction of how big Valhalla was. Thank goodness, because large-scale open world game fatigue is a thing. God, I'm fucking tired of open world games. I'm all for taking back to the good old Altair days where it was just a fraction of what these games are nowadays. I've also read around that we will be getting the black box design used in Assassin's Creed Unity, which, even though it had a bad launch, had one of the best ways of finding and eliminate your targets. We'll be on our way to becoming part of the Hidden Ones soon as Assassin's Creed Mirage drops October 5th. Stay tuned, as we will be also dropping a review after we complete the game. Marvel Spider-Man 2. Man, just give me this damn game already. Marvel and Sony does not miss when it comes to this gaming series. Marvel Spider-Man, banger. Miles Morales, banger. And this month, it looks to be another banger with this highly anticipated game. Spider-Man 2 will be giving us a story with both Peter and Miles as we go up against Kraven the Hunter, a big game hunter that is proficient in the arts of beating your ass. Man's got hands, guns, and goons looking to make waste of you if you step in his way. As Peter and Miles fight together to take on Kraven and other surprising antagonist guests, Peter seems to be fighting with the symbiote as it attempts to take over his inner self. There's a big bag with new tricks that Miles and Peter use to traverse the city, such as spider flying, since Insomniac has confirmed that they nearly doubled the city of New York in its time. And the combat checks out to be more stellar as before. Marvel Spider-Man 2 is scheduled to drop October 20th. Up next is Super Mario Bros. Wonder, the upcoming Mario story since Mario Odyssey, which dropped in 2007, with the DLC Bowser's Fury that came months later. A game I thoroughly enjoyed, to be added. It's been 5 years I've been thirsty for a new Mario. Pause. In Wonder, instead of saving Princess Peach this time around, it looks like as though we will be trying to save Flower Kingdom thanks to Bowser touching the land's Wonder Flower. Now we are all on a mission to stop this fool again. Does Bowser ever get fucking tired of interrupting Mario? I mean, come on. Doesn't he got like a family of reptilians to worry about? Joining Mario on his journey to defeat Bowser will be Peach, Luigi, Daisy, Toad fams, Yoshi fams, and Nabbit. There may be a few more hidden guests that may have been hinted by Nintendo. Flower Kingdom is broken up into 7 different areas, so we will have a lot of time to explore the Wonderlands since the game boasts a 15-hour completion time. Not to skip over the power-ups, but we are introduced to the Elephant's power-up, which I call the American power-up. I mean, just look at us. Drills and bubbles along with the classics that we are used to. Touching a Wonder Flower also seems to make the stages a mushroom trip as things started getting psychedelic across each stage. I'm going to need an EpiPen after this. Super Mario Bros. Wonder plans to drop on October 20th, another 20th release. Alan Wake 2. If you haven't done so already, man, go play Alan Wake and stop sleeping on this title. Remedy is back with a sequel of its beloved hit. 13 years later, we are finally getting Alan Wake 2. If I spoiled the first, so what? You had ample enough time to go through it. But here it goes. After Alan saves his wife from the Dark Place, a horror story dimension, by giving himself to the Dark Place, he ends up stuck in the place for 13 years. Now, Alan has to write himself out with an escape plan to get out of this dark place by creating a new storybook. From the previews, the story looks pretty wild and complex, but don't forget to add this horror story to your purchases this month. Remedy has also mentioned that the game is highly inspired by Resident Evil 2. So you already know this game is up my alley if you watched my last video. Horror is my shit. You will not be disappointed. The perfect Halloween gift as drops October 27th, a few days before Halloween. That's my top 4 anticipated games that I'll be playing this October. What's your gaming plan this month? Will you be jumping into some new games such as Spider-Man and Lord of the Fallen? Or will you be working on completing some of the games that dropped earlier this year such as Starfield? Let me know in the comments. Please also make sure to drop a like on the video if you enjoyed it, or dislike if you plan on living under a rock. I'd like to know your thoughts. Don't forget to subscribe so I know that you want more vids. Again, it's Skrilla. Oh my god, I can't even say my name. It's Skrilla, and thanks for stopping by. Peace.